This is a first part series to bring in my 2002 Nissan Maxima back to life. This car has a lot of sentimental value to me, but very recently the motor started knocking at around 300,000 miles. So in this video, we're going to be pulling the engine and transmission to prepare the car for an engine swap. Full disclaimer, this is not a professional how-to video. It's more like a this was my experience kind of video. And this is kind of targeted towards someone attempting to, you know, replace their engine by themselves at home in their driveway, right? Um, Also, I apologize. This is going to be a very long video. So go grab some snacks if you need to. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, that was easy. Okay. Now, can the stabby do it? Let's see. Let's try again. Okay. Nope. The stabby can't do it. So let me explain what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to unbolt the coilovers so I can maneuver this so I can pull out the axle. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I think we got some room here. I wish this thing wasn't so big. Okay. There we go. Okay. Pull this back. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, you mother. Oh, you piece of... Okay. Okay. So before I take off the other axle, I think what I want to do is drain the coolant. I already drained the engine oil, the transmission fluid. So time to do the coolant. So let's see if we can do this without making a mess. There's kind of like a screw in there that lets you like do a quick kind of like a drain plug. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Oh no. That's not good. Oh no. Yeah, we might have gotten ourselves into trouble. Okay, I'm gonna try something different. Let's skip to the strut. Maybe we don't even need to take the caliper off like I did the first time. We're just gonna go straight to take this guy off, and yeah, let's try that. Do reverse. Okay, that was easy. That was easy. Okay. If all else fails, force must be applied. But okay. Can we get the... Ooh, that's gonna be another challenge. Maybe... Yes, maybe I can finagle it out. Whew. Gotcha. Okay, so now what? Ooh, this is our. Ooh. Let's get that in there. Ooh. That took some effort. That took some effort. Oh boy. Hopefully it comes out. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we got the axles. The only other mechanical things holding the engine in place is probably the motor mounts. Yeah, that's it. So there's one motor mount here, the transmission mount, and there's one there, and there's two in the bottom. I think the next thing to do is get those two, but before that I want to disconnect the radiator hoses. Yeah, let's get that out of the way. Let's take off our clamps. Ooh, okay. Good thing I still had that in place. Okay. Let's take this. This goes to the overflow tank. Okay. Ooh. This clamp is very crusty. I have a feeling it might just snap. It might just snap. Oh yeah. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Move this. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was gonna break. Oh, crap. I'm trying to remove the radiator, but I can't remove it because I have a transmission cooler over here, which is zip tied to the radiator. So we gotta cut the, will it fit? You know, there's a saying that goes like, if you're doing something and it's too difficult, it probably means you're not doing it right. And I think that's very true. Oops. If it's too difficult, it means you ain't doing it right. Because there's always a better way. Ooh. This radiator is beat up. But you wanna know the funny thing? This radiator is probably what came with this car. This car has 300,000 miles on it. I've never replaced a radiator. Since I got it, I've had this car for almost a decade. And so it's kind of crazy. This is probably the factory. CSP? I don't know. So the next thing I want to tackle is the motor mounts in the bottom. That is basically supporting the engine from the bottom. I think I'm gonna take the ones at the bottom off first, and the ones on the side should still be able to carry the weight of the engine for now, until I'm ready to, bring out the cherry picker to, take the engine out. Show you what's going on underneath. The part about working on cars that I do not like is, having to go underneath your car. That's like, I don't know. It's always, that's the spooky part about working on cars, having to crawl underneath your car. But, I have several precautions. So I have 2 jack stands that are holding the car in place, right? It's the 2 inner ones. Then I have 2 additional ones back there. They're not really supporting the car, but they're there just in case. Just in case the other 2 for some reason fail, then it will fall on the 2 the other 2 in the center. But then I also have 1 jack over here supporting the engine,
I put it right underneath the AC compressor. Then I have my jack, my main jack, holding up the engine, supporting the engine from the transmission end, right? So we're putting, multiple safeties in place. So if for any reason something fails, we don't get crushed and die, because that's probably not a fun way to go. Anyways, so let's start off by taking this bolt. Yeah, it's 17, and we're gonna take it off using the using the big boy. Okay. Okay. Will it fit? Yep. Ooh, ow. Ooh. Okay. Yep. That did it. Okay. All right, let's get in there. Oopsie. How do I feel like we could get this from the top? You know what? Let's try from the top again. What is it, 17? Okay, I think the stubby is gonna fit in there. Stubby will fit. I don't know why my stubby today has been a disappointment. I'm usually able to get everything with the stubby, but today it's fully charged, but it's underperforming. Okay. Let's go here. Good, we got some lighting. It'll be difficult to see. I probably cannot show you guys, but damn it. The stubby cannot fit. The stubby has failed. You know when a bolt is almost out, but you can get it because it's like... Oh, actually I got it. Oh, no, it's stuck. Okay, let's see. Let's lift the engine up a little bit. Okay, good. Whew. Okay. Alright. We're looking good. We are looking good. Okay. The next thing I want to do is to we have to remove this cross member. So we gotta take off these. I don't know what they are. They're probably 17. No, probably larger. Oh no, they are 17. Okay. Pull out the big boy. Nice. Oopsie. Okay. The other one's in the front. I should have probably taken the one in the back first. Because now, when I take off the one in the back, this whole thing is probably just gonna fall in my face. Yeah. Yeah, it's 100% gonna fall in my face. Alright, let's put... Maybe let's put this thing back. I don't want this thing falling in my face. Let's put one of them back. Okay. Alright. Okay, now let's get... Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh. Ow. I knew it. I knew this thing was gonna fall on me. Oh boy. Oh, let's get out of here. Let's take a coffee break. Actually, tea. I don't drink coffee. Oh boy. Ew. Ew. Damn, I could taste something funny in my... I think my tea is contaminated with engine oil. I taste it. I can taste it in my mouth. Jesus, I hope I'm not drinking coolant. Alright, let's get back to work. Okay. Okay. So, I have the bottom cross member out of the car. So here's the plan. The plan is now to just... The only thing holding this engine, in place is this one motor mount here. And this one over there. I'm gonna keep those in for now. Right? For now. Until I'm ready to bring out the hoist to take this out. We're gonna keep them in for now. I think The next thing I probably want to focus on is the wiring. We got to get everything disconnected. Then the power steering line, I got to figure out what we're doing with that, where we're gonna disconnect them. And also there's the AC, the line to the AC compressor. I got to figure out how to disconnect that as well. But I think I want to start off with let's do the wiring first. All right. I guess at this point, just gotta disconnect stuff. Let's take off these connectors to the ignition coils. Ooh. Where's the oh, the plastic piece is stuck in there. Okay. Okay. Where's my blade? Cut this. Oopsie. I think I want to take off I gotta take off the intake manifold's gotta come out. What do we want? We want a 12. Is that a 12? There's a 12. Oh, that's a 10. 12. Good. You know, I hate it when they do this. I hate it when, car manufacturers put in, like, they put in a 12 here, 12 here, 12 here, 12 here, a 12 here, and then they put a 10 here. Why? Just make it a 12 too. Okay. All right. I gotta keep these sensors because I'm probably gonna need it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oops. Damn. Wow. That was some strong RTV. Do this. Okay. Uh-oh. We dropped it. No, I hate these clips, you know? Okay. What do we got? What do we have here? So, one issue this car had was a lot of oil consumption. And if you look at the gasket, you can see a whole lot of oil in there. This is a whole lot of blow by. All right, we gotta disconnect more stuff. Not that I care, because this engine is done, but just don't want to drop stuff in there. Not that it matters, but okay. Now, the bigger challenge here is to figure out how to get all the wiring out of this thing, out of this engine. It's just so much stuff. Jeez. Oh damn! I think I gotta take off the starter. I think I have to take off the starter. Well. You know, my biggest fear doing this job is... Oh, damn it. Biggest fear is snapping a bolt. Because, you know, the moment you snap some bolts, then you snap a bolt. If you snap a bolt, don't matter how easy or difficult your job was before, it's gonna get 10 times harder. I don't want to deal with that. Hold on, I think I could get the stubby down there. We could get the stubby down there. Oh no. Oh. Damn. Too big. That's what she said. Okay, maybe I can get the rest by hand. Yeah. Okay. Now, I think there's another bolt in here. Maybe we could pull this out. Okay. It is a 14. Nope. Nope. Let's get leverage. Okay, good. What else do we gotta take off? I think the cable controlling the transmission. That's probably a 10. Maybe a 10. Maybe it's out. Let's go with a 12 first. Maybe 12. Let's see. So this bracket, I think we gotta take off this. What's this bracket be held? Oh. Okay, so it's being held on by this guy. He's not a 10. He's not a 12. He's a 14. And that guy, probably a 14 too. See, 14. Come here, Stubby. Be useful for once. For once, be useful. Okay. Good. Okay. Then, pretty hard to see, but I can't even see myself, but looks like it's a bull right there. 14. Good. Well, 14s. Okay. Let's loose. Should just probably put this back in here so we know where we got it from. So we know where it goes when it's time for it to go back. This came from here. Put that in. There's some connector up here. Okay, let's go back to the top. Okay, so, all right. Okay, these are our radiator fans. I got confused for a second. I was looking and I was like, wait, where did that come from? we need to I'm always paranoid when it comes to these connectors, man. These connectors will break if you look at them funny. Where is my blade? I think I wanna. Sometimes you gotta get in there, you know? You gotta really get in there. You know what? You know, some of these wiring, it was never made to be removed. It was made to stay in one place. Saw some ground points. Screw this back in so we know where we got them. This is like a breather. It's supposed to circulate back into your intake. so you burn, so you don't pollute the environment. But I took mine off a while back because race car. Okay. Gotta get one of these. Ooh. We're running out of sunlight. Yep, we are running out of sunlight. Oopsie. Yo, these connectors are falling apart. This is a 2002. So this car is what? 20 something years old. Excuse me. And some of these connectors have just reached the end of their end of life, basically. Come here. You know, I'm trying so hard to save these things, but they don't want to be saved. Those little tabs, push tabs, they don't want to be saved. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. You know, it's crazy how much wiring and communication is in a modern car. You know, it's really crazy. We don't really get to think about it. We don't think about it much, but there's a lot of communication going on. And this is a car from 2002, so you can imagine, you know, cars from 2025, how complicated the wiring is in those. All right. I think it's getting late, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But basically, I have most of the wiring out of this car. Well, it's not out, but I have things disconnected. The plan is to get everything out of the way, so when I'm putting the new engine in, I'm not gonna have wiring getting caught up in stuff. That's the plan. So I still have some wiring back there that I need to figure out. So I'll take those out. Then, the next time I work on this again, I'm gonna focus on taking off the AC line to the AC compressor, and the line to the power steering pump. Those are the only two major things left. Then the two motor mounts. Then we're gonna grab the hoist, drag it all the way here. We're gonna lower the car back to the ground as low as it can go. So it'll be easier to get the engine out. And then we'll just take the hoist. I need to get some chains as well. Grab it, pull it all the way out. All right, so this is day 2 of trying to remove my engine from my car. Just picking off where we left off the other time. I have the harness removed to the side. I'm pretty sure I have everything electrically. I have everything disconnected. Right. Took off some more radiator hoses in this area. What else did I do? I disconnected the AC compressor. It was actually very dramatic. I wish I had that on video, but unfortunately I don't. There was a huge explosion and there was like refrigerant everywhere. It was insane. So I need to remove the full rails. There's a motor mount here that I need to take off, a transmission mount. Then there is one mount right here. Then I need to get underneath the car and cut off the old exhaust. So hopefully we can do all that today. Okay. Probably gonna have to get in there. Oh, my leg is cramping. Okay. All right. I hope this comes out with ease, cause taking off these rails can be a problem sometimes. Okay, not bad at all. Ooh. I think I dropped something. I don't know what, but okay. I broke this sensor at some point. I don't remember breaking it, but we're gonna have to replace it. This is probably some kind of, maybe a pressure sensor for the no, not a pressure sensor. Maybe it's to control the pressure in the high pressure power steering line. Probably, I don't know, I'm just guessing. All right, so let's unbox sawzall. All right. it. I got this from Harbor Freight. Shout out to Harbor Freight, man. I don't know what I'll do without Harbor Freight, you know? Okay. Instructions, I don't need to read them. So it took me forever to cut down this exhaust, right? And now that it's cut, I'm looking at it. This is crazy. So when I took it to the exhaust shop to put on this white pipe, look what the guy did. So okay, so I guess you know, soldering, welding the back of this was difficult. So they put on extra, what is it? Whatever they used to weld this stuff. I don't know what it's called. But basically, look at it. Like a huge chunk of the exhaust is filled with the welding material. So these are 2.5-inch pipes. Like almost a half of it has been blocked off. Oh my god, holy restriction. Crazy. This is crazy. All right. We're getting there. My energy levels are getting low, but we're getting there. Okay, so I want to start removing the motor mount, right? I want to do this one first, and then we'll do that one, right? This one, there's just one bolt here that comes out. That's it. Okay, so we're pulling the transmission first. So gotta support our transmission so it doesn't fall. Let me give a little bit of support. Aim it on the oil pan. Okay, good. Okay. Let's get the stubby in there. Got it. Okay. All right, we got that out. So now what? So this is looking like the most difficult part of the whole. This is looking like the most difficult part of this job right now. Trying to figure out how to get this engine out. I am just anticipating a lot of issues. Yeah, I'm just anticipating a lot of issues, a lot of clearance issues. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know how it's going to work at all. Okay, let's lower this down a little bit. Ooh. Oh no. Oh. Oh. I'm trying to be very environmentally conscious, but a whole bunch of fluids just keep leaking. Let's get the 14 in there. Get in there. Let's drink some tea. So, I had to turn off the camera for a little bit because I'll be honest, I was struggling a lot to get this engine out of the get the engine out. I mean, it's still not out yet, but it's looking better than before. I'll show you the issue I was running into. So the issue I was running into was this part, all these pulleys hitting this part of the body, this part of the frame, and making it very difficult for this whole thing to come out. Right. I also had issues with this bolt being stuck, but you saw that we figured that out. So it was mostly positioning the engine to get it out. I'm not gonna lie, that was very difficult. Again, this is the first time I've ever done this, so I also didn't really know what I was doing, but but it took some finagling. it really took some finagling to get to the point where I felt like, okay, this is gonna work. So this bolt right here is a 24, so we need to go get a 24 millimeter bolt. It's getting late, but I don't know, I'm motivated to kind of like get the engine out. So let's make a run to AutoZone. Oh my God. Okay. Off to AutoZone we go. All right. I just saw one of my neighbors, working on his car. And I love it, I love it when I see people working on their cars, right? It's a Saturday night, people are out partying. And car guys are just out. Car guys are home trying to working on their cars. That's really cool. I love it. Cars. Your hobbies are cool, man. Hobbies are cool. Especially as a man, your hobbies keep you safe if you think about it, right? Your hobbies keep you out of trouble, because the moment you get bored and you don't have anything to do, that's when you start, engaging in the vices, if you know what I mean. So if you have a hobby that keeps you, that you love, that keeps you out of trouble, that's definitely the way to go. We're at AutoZone.
I guess you guys will help whoever comes in, right?
All right, what do we need? We need a 24. $20, $21, $22. I don't like 12 point. I just don't like 12 point sockets at all. I don't. All right, guys. So today's day 3, right? Day 3 of trying to get this engine out of this car. So yesterday, what did we do? Yesterday we yesterday we went and got a 24 millimeter bolt. Actually, sorry, 24 millimeter socket, right? Earlier this morning, I kind of adjusted the engine a little bit to kind of like bring it out some more. The issue I was worried about earlier was this transmission mount clearing this bracket, right? And this little piece here as well. And when I was trying this out, yeah, there were a lot of challenges because this, maybe I should have removed the mount, but the mount kept getting stuck in the bottom of this. So I had to keep like, tilting the hoist back and forth. But that did it. This part of the engine is almost out. Hopefully we're able to raise it high enough to, well, if anything, we'll drop the car back down. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do to like get enough clearance to lift it over the front end. But yeah, this is our bolt. We gotta like take this out. This impact honestly has been one of my most useful purchases, right? I wish I could find one that is like this powerful but smaller. That would be cool and affordable, because this was cheap. This was like $50. Ow. All right, let's try to get it in there. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be oil. Ouch. Oopsie, we dropped the washer. Oops. We'll crank it up. Okay. Yeah, baby. Yeah, boy. Okay. All right, we're looking. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this. I think I need a 10 millimeter. Oh man, I really need to get a toolbox. Actually, you know what's funny? I do have a toolbox. I have a brand new toolbox that I got for Christmas like last year, and it just never made it to the garage. Okay. So this red wire is some of the ground cables. They're supposed to be black. but don't judge me. Okay, don't judge me. Okay. Okay, this is loose. Still gotta go up a little bit. Ooh. Should we start unbolting the transmission? Because we got to do that anyways. This guy. I don't have faith in this impact at all. I really don't, but let's see. Oh. Oh. This was supposed to be the easy part. But maneuvering an 800-pound object is just like very it's not as easy as it sounds, especially with just myself. Not as easy as it sounds at all. We need something to get in the cracks. Let's tighten this up. Let's do this. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Still got some oil in the torque converter. Still some oil in the torque converter. It's gonna take some effort to take out the torque converter, so I think I'm gonna probably leave that for now. Right? All right. Okay. Let's get a transmission flipped over. Right. All right. So there you have it. We have an engine out, transmission out. I think this would be a good place to kind of end this first chapter of this job. Yeah, we made good progress today. So the whole point of this video was, can anyone with, very limited knowledge and experiences and limited tools pull an engine in their driveway? The answer to that is yeah. Might be a little difficult. It might be messy, but as you can see, I did it. So if I can do it, you could probably do it too. Um, if you have any of the tools that I used in this job, then you can most definitely do it as well. Um, I'm kind of catching my breath here, but um, I think that's all for this video. So a lot more we're gonna be doing a lot more, right? There's gonna be another engine that is going in here, but before the engine goes in here, we'll have to prep the engine and do all that stuff. So I'm gonna be doing a whole a whole lot more of other stuff. So if you made it to this point of this video, maybe you wanna come back. Maybe you wanna subscribe, and come back for more videos later on. I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of work on my Audi as well at some point. So yeah, this is gonna be a series. So this is it. Thanks for watching, and probably see you guys in another one. Peace.